Hey guys, it's Gus, and this is gonna be a long video. I apologize in advance. Feel free to not watch it, and there's not gonna be any too long didn't read. I'm gonna talk about the Netherese Anarchist. That's this guy, and I don't know what to say yet. He's complicated, or is that a she? Oh, that's a she. Yup, that's a she. She is very complicated, and you're going to see why the further we go in this video. There's some qualities about her that are actually amazing and groundbreaking, and I had no idea. I've been playing with her for an hour, and I've been kind of taken back. I didn't think she was a viable companion. Um, I think she may be, but I am not saying she is. It's too soon to tell. We'd really need to do. This is so complicated. I think we need ACT to verify. That's how complicated this. I think it is to me, anyways. So the Netherese companion. Let me just look for it here in the auction house on the PS4. It's about 500k, and I believe you get it from. Oh, the only place you can get it is from doing one of the River District 3 mini bosses. I think it's Nastura, but I don't quote me on that. I don't recall. I've never gotten it to drop before. Uh, but let me show you. So is this summoned? Eh, it's not so good. Let me show you what it does as a summoned. Actually, it's not bad, but look at this dog shit. 2091. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, 119,000. And so it has combat advantage. The ticks are hitting for 5,000. Nothing to write home about. And that little debuff icon, that's nothing. That just is that little debuff. 114,000. I don't recall if that was with combat advantage. Here, I gotta turn off my mic. I have the I'm hearing his music. There we go. Um, so summoned, nothing sexy about it, and you notice it's only hitting this one. Maybe it will hit more than one if they're very close together. Here comes the big hit, if you want to call it that. 100. It's nothing sexy, so let's go and dismiss it. What's interesting about this companion is it has so many properties as um, as an equip bonus. And I usually run with the Alchemist because I think that might be the only viable utility. Baturi and Minsk, of course. Staldorf or the cat for the 7%. So that left the Black Dragon Ion. And when I used the Neverwinter calculator by Jane and Rayner and others, uh, you get about a half percent more damage gain from combat advantage than you do from CA when or crit when they get higher. So I went with the crit strike, and if I was at 80% crit strike and 85, or yeah, let's just say 85% crit severity, I'm losing by taking off the Black Dragon Ion Stone. I'm losing 3.8% damage. So the question is does the Netherese give us 3.8% damage? If it gave us more than that, it would probably be worth it, right? I don't know yet. And I know some people say if you take off crit, then you lose the journal bonus, or you lose um, the Demogorgon set bonus, the 3-time bonus. But the thing is, for HRs in trials, i.e., Tom and Zero, because that's really the only thing I'm worried about right now, is I've seen multiple ACT, and that that loss myth bonus is literally 1% of our damage. It's not significant at all. I mean, it is a factor, but I mean, 1% is a tenebrous. So, I mean, it does have to be equated, but for the, um, for the trials, I'm not wearing the Lost Myth set anyways. I do probably am going with the demo set, so I'm losing that bonus, but that bonus is nowhere near as good as the 3-time journals, because that takes 5 straight crits, and then you can get it 3 times, and then it drops off again. So that bonus is way less for the demo. For HRs who hit very, very slow, by the way, our at wills are 1 second each. Now our encounters are pretty fast, but once we get through that cycle of encounters, we're mostly at wills. Other classes, maybe not so much. So there's a lot of stuff I want to show you that I found with this. So its tooltip says it gives a 7.5% extra damage against enemies that are not facing you. That's very misleading. Actually, I would say it's false on every single account I have seen so far tonight. So the good thing about this dummy is that when you stand, this dummy is facing the same way I'm facing. It's facing forward. So if you stand right here, you're behind it. So everything that you do behind it is uh, everything you do behind it is enemies not facing you. And I'm gonna use this hawk. Okay, why am I using the hawk? Well, I just hit him for 61,579. You notice there was no Netherese companion damage proc. And the reason I do that is because the Netherese doesn't proc on every single hit. It procs about, it's either zero point 0.5 or zero point 0.6 seconds. I know it's at the most 0.6 seconds. I'll show you. And 0.6 seconds sounds kind of funny, so I'm guessing it's 0.5. But I'll wait. Okay, the hawk's up, and I'm going to do the hawk to get me in combat, and then I'm going to do tunnel vision. You notice tunnel vision hit for 283,919. The hawk hit for 80,982. The Netherese did not proc off any of those hits. But watch this little hit. You see that 555 damage? That procs off of actual attacks coming from my bow or my knives, but I have skies on daggers, whatever you want to call them. So it does not proc off of the hawk. It doesn't proc off of your tunnel vision as well. So that 15%, if it was, or 7.5%, which is it's not, would be kind of sexy. Also, let's go and use the numbers in parentheses, the original base damage, because in combat it changes. So is that 7.5? So Netherese hit for 1094 pre-mitigation, right? Divide by the hindering strike pre-mitigated, which was 28,779, which is 3.8%. That is not 7.5, but 3.8% damage is actually more. That's exactly what we'd be losing with the crit strike, which is 3.795%, which is effectively 0.005 of a percent away from 3.8. So let's do another hit. Let's go ahead and do aim shot, which is our big hit. That one right there. So pre-mitigation was 1,772, right? I'm on my cell phone, Kayla. 1,772 divided by the pre-mitigated damage of 35,441. Oh shit, put 65. 35,441, which is a 4.9995% damage increase. Let's see that again and see if it's consistent, okay? So 4.9998 is 1/10,000th of away from 5%. So we'll say 5%. Again, Netherese pre-mitigated was 2975 divided by 59502, which is 4.9998%. So that's a 5% damage increase. That's more than the damage increase we would get from running a Black Dragon Ion Stone. But wait, there's more. And let me show you something else. So I'm going to use a power called Rapid Strike. It casts every 0.2 seconds. 0.2 seconds, so 5 per second. And you're going to notice every 3 hits, sometimes 2, it's going to proc the Netherese companion. So we're going to go to melee, and I'm just going to hold it down. And those little tiny 175s, 133s are it. And I'll show you. So this is how we can gauge how fast it procs, because we know every hit is 0.2 seconds. So if it procced after 3 hits, that would be 0.6 seconds. So here's one. Now we have a rapid strike. We have a rapid strike. We have a rapid strike. Rapid strike. Netherese. So that was 4 actually. Netherese. Rapid strike. Rapid strike. Rapid strike. Netherese. So 3. Rapid strike. Rapid strike. Rapid strike. Netherese. So there was 0.6 seconds between those. Rapid strike. Rapid strike. Rapid strike. Netherese. So that's a 0.6 seconds between them. So it might be 0.5 seconds. Either way, it's less than a second. We can conclusively say that if the tooltip, and we know how tooltips are, about every 0.2 seconds are correct. Now, what we do know is that, well, let's check out these hits. These, well, we already did. That 240 base damage, 240 divided by the base damage of 3767, 376, because different hits, that's 6.37, so 6.4% damage increase on that one hit every 0.6 seconds. It's complicated. But what's good is our aim strike. I'm not even gonna. I'm sorry, aim strike. I'm not even aimed shot. I'm not even gonna try to do stance changing just so I don't mess this up. And we're gonna have it every hit. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, you're seeing that every hit because that's a 1 second in between. So we got Netherese, aim shot, Netherese, aim shot, Netherese, aim shot, Netherese, aim shot. So maybe this might be pretty good for HRs. And let's look at this. Pre-mitigated was 22,262 divided by the pre-mitigated aim shot, which was 59,502, which is 3.8%, just like we said earlier. Ooh. Now we're wondering, but here's what could potentially be the game changer. If you look, I took off anything that has variable. Well, I could have taken that off too, but I don't think it'll make a difference. I took off the weapon enchant. Actually, let's check this real quick. Let's see if Bilethorn, if it triggers the Bilethorn. I doubt the Bilethorn works because remember the Bilethorn procs 3 seconds afterwards. So we know the Hawk didn't. We know the Tunnel vision didn't, right? I'll show you again. So here's the hawk, and here's the tunnel vision. Oh shit. Okay, that was. We're gonna wait 20 seconds because if I use an attack, then remember it has a delay at least 0.5 seconds. But if you wait very long, it takes you out of combat when you're at the dummy. So I can do the hawk followed by the tunnel vision very quickly. And here comes hawk, and here comes tunnel vision. Again, tunnel vision, no Netherese. Hawk, no Netherese. Now, what's interesting is neither of those proc the weapon damage either from bile. So let's see what bile does. Okay, there's the Netherese and the bile. Here it comes. 4,655. But so we know the Netherese doesn't proc off of our weapon enchant. The Netherese doesn't proc off of our hawk. Netherese doesn't proc off of tunnel vision. But here's what is super, super sexy. Okay, I have to take this off to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and clear. I'm going to clear it because I want to show you something. And then we're going to go equip the band of air. And then what we know is gushing wound, except for the very first hit, the initial hit. The procs don't proc the band of air. See, these procs right here will not proc the band of air. Gushing wound, bloodlust, gushing wound, bile thorn, gushing wound. Doesn't proc it. And we know aim strike does not proc it as well. Oh, let me go in. Oh no, that's on. Never mind. That doesn't proc except the first hit. So none of these procs right there, the 2536, this 2536, will not proc the band of air except the very initial hit. So we'll go like that. We'll go like that. So now we have two procs going at once. And if you notice, none of those will say band of air. I'll do that again, just so you can see. Hopefully it doesn't proc off the initial hit. And there's the aim strike and the gushing wound. And we're not going to see the band of air in there. But watch this. So we're going to go companions. And we'll go like this. And we're going to go like this. Put them back in there. And we're going to go aim strike, gushing wound. Now watch this. One of these will proc the band of air. Well, we have a 1 in 10 chance of them doing it. Usually does. Not that time, okay. Hopefully not the first hit. Don't do it first hit. Okay, let's see if the band of air comes up. Oh, of course it's not doing it now. Poop. Let me just make sure I equipped it. You have to see it to believe it, right? Alright, here we go. Come on, band of air. Maybe I have to get out of combat and then come back in to reset the ring somehow. This is funny. It was doing it non-stop before. You notice with the two procs, we're not getting the... oh, there it goes. Netherese, gushing wound, bile thorn, bile thorn, bile thorn. Netherese, touch of wind. And that came off the gushing wound proc of 1251. So the gushing wound proc of 1251 proc the Netherese of 629 damage, which procced the band of air for 46,000 damage. Let's try this again. So initial hit, initial hit. Wait, was that in there? No, it wasn't. I gotta pay better attention. It should do it almost every one of these guys. Come on, band of air. course not. Alright, and... Is that a band of air right there? I think it was. But we'll keep watching. We'll show it again. Gushing wound. Now it's not doing it. It's getting camera shy. Oh, there it went. Right there. Netherese. Where is Touch of Wind? Let me find it. Touch of Wind. So, Gushing Wound for 7,385. Netherese for 274. Touch of Wind for 46,000. So the thing with HR is we attack so slow that whatever we could do, if we attack 1 per second using our aim shot, Netherese will double our chances of proccing the Band of Air. So instead of 1 every 10 hits, we should, have it 1 every 5 hits, so once every 5 seconds. Just if we're using aim strike. So this Band of Air makes those everything, whatever 1 or 2% you had, anything that procs the Band of Air, which is like almost 600 magnitude hit, which is effectively a big encounter. If you can get an extra big encounter once a second, because we think the Band of Air can proc about once per second, but we haven't verified that yet. If the Band of Air can proc 1 per second, anything we can do to increase that 600 magnitude every second is a win. So summoned, it's mediocre, just like every other striking companion I've tested so far. There might be a winner out there somewhere, but its actual damage of 3.8% is right on par with the Black Dragon Ion Stone. But that's only if you attack. Remember, it only can proc about every 0.6 seconds or so. Maybe every half a second. So if you're a fast attacking class, that Netherese isn't going to be effective a lot of your hits. But if you're slow attacking, like HR or possibly, or actually it might even be better for Arbiters, because if that extra damage goes into the Prophecy of Doom, that would make the pod hit even bigger, right? I don't know if it does, but I'm imagining it does. So all this testing I just did, I know it wasn't long. It was about an hour, and I'm eyeballing everything because we don't have ACT on PS4. This companion is definitely worthy of consideration of further testing. I am not throwing this out of the window yet, because a lot of companions we can just immediately rule out is garbage. This is not a dog shit so far. Very possible to be viable, and I'm going to pass this around in the Discords and see if we can use this information to build upon more information. There you go, the Netherese Anarchist. Stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.